the team really early, they're gonna suffer. I'd say Thunder takes this because this lack of vision against a Batrider, Bane, Nature's Prophet game. It's too much on Clockwork, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it is good old-fashioned Theo Clockwork, so we saw it on this Tiny. He can manage to make it happen. I'm gonna go with Hokori. I believe in the Dawn as well, because the Dawn can just defend against the Nate's Prophet every single time, and then when his team needs him, he just TPs in, easy peasy lemon squeezy with that Solar Guardian, and also Clockwork's good enough vision. Like, you have a Clockwork, that's already all the vision you need. Whereas their opponents, they don't have the most vision either, necessarily. They do have a very nasty Timbersaw, though, that's going to jump through every single team fight, but that's beside the point.
The thing is, like, during the team fight, there are two things that give a lot of vision. One is the Warlock Golem. So when you have the Golem, like the Golem, he has, if I recall correctly, 1.8k vision both times, which is like super, super high. On that sense, they will have during the team fight, but to initiate the team fight, it seems too much on the Clockwork Flare. On the other hand, on Thunder Predator, you have like the Mortimer Kisses, they give a lot of information during the team fight, as does the Golem, for example. But Batrider, Firefly, Bane with the Night Vision, Nature Prophet with the Summons, Timber by being a hero with 2k HP and infinite armor that just frontline. I see more ways of Thunder Predator to gain information on team fights, and I feel like the team that's initiating the team fight is winning the team fight.
Yeah, I can agree with that, though the initiation for Hokori is a little bit easier, because you could go Blink Lasso, obviously, but there are a nice amount of counterplays possible with that, whereas Theolacor on the hook shot, it's the more classical initiate on a multitude of enemies and try and get on top of them instead of try and grab one and bring him to you. Also, not really the greatest Bane game.
Yeah, not at all. But Pandamu, he showed to play really good Bane no matter what. He has a lot of nice saves with the Nightmare. He knows when to use the Fiend's Grip, so he's not gonna use it as long as Clock still has a hook shot. But then there's the DP Silence, there's the Golem, there's everything. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a very rough game for him to use his ultimate till he gets maybe Agonies.
Yeah. Until Panda gets his Ags.
Which is not good. That,
yeah, no, he's more of the
lie.
old classic position 6 kind of support, where he's broke and he's walking around begging for scraps.
Yeah.
Well, Theolacor pulling the creep wave behind, because they do not want to man fight Pakaz in the lane for obvious reasons. Screw your snipe, easy pickings.
I'm wondering if there's a scenario as a Timber that you don't skill Timber Chain against the Morphling, so you can actually solo kill the Morphling when you're sick. Because he won't be able to steal Timber Chain and run away. Sacred would be the type of player that does these things, because he's very experimental and he's very tryhard on the hero. He's like the offlaners that get 3 points on reactive armor, which means he's one of the offlaners that actually studies what the hero does, because everyone just like, oh, it's such a great spell, I'm getting 4 levels, but it's kind of a waste.
Kind of like with DK. You get the 2 points in the Dragon's Blood and then you're pretty much set. More is kind of a waste. Sometimes, not always. Depends on who you're laning up against.
Yeah. That's a game I would go only 3.
Lumiere top lane. He's getting okay-ish farm. So far, no real aggression. Not like in the previous game where they constantly keep fighting on all 3 lanes.
Yeah, I don't think kills are gonna happen so early. Like, just because Analog, he's a very safe player. Maybe if it was like a crazy mid laner, there could be a kill on the mid lane, like baiting with the stick, and then Batrider tries to dive, and you don't know who's getting the kill. But Analog, he always plays very, very safe. So you get a dive, okay?
Dark Mago wants to go in on Analog. TP gets cancelled by Thulakor. It's already a 1k net with lead here for Thunder Awaken. That is, well, not a bad start on the Radiant side.
Yeah, and they tend to snowball a bit more on this laning stage, because the more levels they get, the harder it gets to Hokori, especially against the Timber.
Not gonna happen.
The creep wave got pulled back. It's 3 range creeps as well in the bottom lane. It's a lot of nice money there for Picasso to be secured. Right, the Lee wants to go in on Picasso. The Lacor needs to go for that sprint to get on top, but the Nightmare will keep him at bay. And actually, Theodore, the body blocks, are they going to be perfect here from Picasso? They are looking for a possible catch, but you got to be also careful, because the Dawnbreaker is level 4, so there's just a ridiculous amount of damage that can come out of that hero in a short amount of time.
Yeah, the thing is, you don't want to commit into Nature's Prophet, because he's just gonna go base with a teleport and come back full HP, and had still 9 stick charges. I don't like that sort of commit that they did on the Nature's Prophet. It's gonna give, okay, no kills happen, but it's gonna be more and more and more net worth advantage for Thunder side.
So far, so good. Sacred's having a pretty free lane top side. Doesn't have the tools to kill off Lumiere at this stage. Maybe once he hits level 6 with the Chakram, you can catch him off guard. But for the most part, Lumiere should be just fine being able to attribute shift through.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's gonna miss a lot of last hits, because either he's low agility to get those last hits on their tower, or he's not low agility to keep safe. So it's interesting that he keeps the wave here mid lane.
Dark Mago does have a lasso, so Analog needs to be a bit careful. Theolacor walking very far forward. Battery Assault onto Dark Mago. No fear coming in. The Nightmare comes out from Panda. And inside the cogs, Theolacor is trying to hold them down, but looking like he is very close to dropping. That is going to be a nice flame break. Theolacor does die, and Analog needs to be careful.
Makas could join this. He decides to go bottom.
I mean, you could help out your team, or you could farm.
No, the thing is, like, he saw the team fight going on, but he had no resources. So he used the teleportation to base. And then, when I thought he was gonna join the party on the mid lane with the other 6 heroes there, he's like, okay, it's over. I'm not over-committing on this. I'm just gonna go back and farm. Which I think is the right decision, because they're 2k ahead with this farm exchange, while Matthew goes away with 70 HP. Lumiere has no mana. Oh, he might die here.
Dark Mago actually kills off Analog in mid. They use the lasso for that one. Lumiere's going to go for the TP back to base. It's looking pretty rough here on the Hokori side. It might just be Thunder Awaken. I mean, they are currently destroying again in the early stages at the very least.
I wonder if the game 2 plays a role on the mental part of Hokori and makes them take worse decisions. Analog top. ATPs. Still does nothing to Sacred.
Okay, Lumiere going for the jungle play, it seems. Gotta be very careful, of course, on a Morphling. You're gonna walk underneath Ward Vision. A random Picasso Wrath of Nature could kill you.
You see, Timber players, look at Sacred. Level 7, only 3 points in aura. I'm saying this because I literally coached guys with 9k MMR offlaners that had like over 200 games on the hero, and they would still pick 4 points every game. So, might be a good idea.
Wants to educate you fools out there. Here comes the XO from Analog, going for Matthew. Does he get away? away? So far he does. Dark Mago no lasso, but he does have a haste rune. And Analog's Exorcism halfway duration has already been achieved. Theolacor really needs that level 6. The Clockwork's just so incredibly weak without his hook shot.
Yeah. But I guess they're getting this mid tower, which is something really good for the situation they're at. Oh, Timber tipping. And Nature's Prophet can join.
Get away, Nightmare. It is Analog on the run. Heal Bomb comes up on top. Theolacor is going to die to Panda regardless. Charge forward. Dark Mago very low, but he will be staying alive. And Sacred's actually the one bringing in the heat on that Timber Saw. Analog in trouble. He's got 4 stacks as well of the debuff. And slowly but surely the DP will falter. Sacred just coming in and cleaning up house with all that pure damage on the Timber Saw.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Pakas, he took the top tower, and now he's bottom farming. Because it was again a time that I thought he would join the party at the mid lane when Timber TPing, and he just used teleport on the top lane to take down the tower.
Well, that is that's a safe laner right there. Make money,
Yeah.
Win game.
But on his defense, he's playing like really well on itemization and how he's joining the game, because he's going for the Orchid. An item that I mentioned, you don't really like to build it as a hard carry. You really want that farm item, but he feels like, okay, my team's snowballing. If I have this early silence against the Morphling, that's everything my team needs in order to win the game. So he really understands the win condition of the team, is playing as 5. He's not trying to 1 versus 9 in the game.
Not pulling the Parker. It's
Yeah, or he used to do that a lot on the past, but they adapt to the meta. It's really great to see it.
actually realizing that the game is played 5v5. That tends to be very useful in most situations. They do have the Warlock Golem available now. So at the very least, a big team cooldown has been added in conjunction. Fight to lead top lane. He's just going to get mowed down. Dark Mago continues on his incredible form from the previous game.
Yeah, still 0 deaths on the 2 games. Okay, there's a smoke. But look, it's a smoke of a DP with a Warlock. It's so weird. Because ever Clockwork still getting sick.
That's very weird, but it works. So, you know, value coming in. Because it does die, that is a pretty big kill. And those are the first 2 kills they finally get on the Infinity sides. Theolacor is now level 6, so he's got the hook shot available.
Yeah. It's weird, and in my opinion, it should not have worked. But like, they went through all the maps, and they're getting Panamu also.
The Bane stuck inside the cogs, but in comes Sacred with that chakram damage to Theolacor. He needs to piggy his way out of there. Warlock Golem does get dropped to keep Dark Mago away, but that's a big cooldown use. Lasso interrupting the TP. Theolacor is just going to be chased. He doesn't have a way out of this area whatsoever, and they're going to get themselves 2 supports.
I wonder if Sacred, if he might change his build to Eul Scepter. He's going for the Kaya Surge, which does make a lot of sense. But that's the second time that you feel like he really needs something to stop TPs. They need to choose the Lasso. The Morphling already got away because he couldn't cancel TP. And he has a Nature's Prophet carry. So he's gonna be playing a lot with his Nature's Prophet, and both of them cannot cancel TPs.
Dark Mago's BKB is also going to come up at a good timing because Orchid is finished up as well. Hookshot in onto Dark Mago. The Bat Rider does not get stunned up. They're still trying to catch up, but the cookie out of reach and out of mind. Dark Mago still being chased, but it's too far away, and yeah, without the good control on their side, it's going to be fairly problematic.
He's still with the 26.
Theolacor. Rough spot. And a rougher death as well. Sacred is looking very good on the Timber Saw top net within the game. Going just for the Kaya Sanj straightforward build.
Yeah, just like the snowball build. Nature's Prophet already has the Orchid. Lumiere Oh, they
Dire's
almost
middle
got him.
tower is under
Lumiere
attack.
knows he needs Manta in order to be able to show in waves,
Have fortified their
otherwise
structures against attack.
he'll be punished by
There
this Nature's
is little
Prophet.
hope for Dire's
Otherwise, a
middle
random TP in the trees is gonna kill you every single time.
Yeah.
Dire's middle
Pakas
tower
is still
under
kind of
attack.
on a farming mode.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, we saw him last game on the Monkey King. He farmed Lumiere. Does that count?
Yeah, that's what I was expecting with the early Orchid, but he got an Orchid and that's the second time that he TPs away from where the fight is happening. Okay, now he joined bot. Back again.
Gain with lead for Thunder Awaken. Looking mighty comfortable.
Dark Mago, he wants analog. He doesn't want anymore.
Is in danger.
Well, he probably still does, but
Dire's
might be
Nah.
a bit too high of a
is
risk.
under attack.
Yeah, and now Dawnbreaker is gonna have the ultimate. So it's kind of a dangerous move.
Dire's bottom tower is
Dangerous move. Hookshot comes in onto Panda. Vayne is severely survivable here. The Wall of Gold does get dropped though with the Fatal Bond. No BKB just yet on to the Bat Rider. But they do take way too much damage, and the Exorcism wasn't even popped in that scenario. Dark Mago just charging for more. Quickly stun onto Fight. He's gonna not get the TP away. The Warlock at least gets out, but then again, it's a Warlock that gets out. Really missing that upheaval. I think it's just such a good value. It's not great against the Timbersaw, but against that Bat Rider, it just does everything. And Lumiere just gets blown up thanks to a random Wrath of Nature pop-up the moment he TPs in front of him.
All the tips coming in. Yeah, that was the only bright side for Hokori, that Lumiere was farming his Manta style meanwhile and
Seeds of fortune.
That was
dying like
so sad.
this. Man,
Dire's
Full Agi as well.
Again.
460
Again.
HP.
I have this feeling for Hokori, I'm
Dire's
so
courier
sorry.
has been killed.
It's only 15 minutes, but I don't see hope, man.
Is the others coming from
Yeah, 8k net worth lead in 15 minutes is kind of, you know, GG territory most of the time. They do not have a super good comeback lineup either. I mean, there's definitely still chances because the Morphling is a very strong late game hero, but he's just... It's getting closer to a, 1v9 kind of scenario. They're going to go in on Sacred. Going to kill off the Timbersaw is the question. Timberchain does get interrupted. He does finally fall. 3 kills being picked up by Theolacor. They're going to catch up to Matthew. And we are slowly Casus cursing the game. Lumiere is just showing immediately what he's made of. Charging forward. Does get silenced up. Fiend's Grip from Panda coming in. They have no way of interrupting it because no one is nearby. Lumiere, though, still alive and kicking. Did swap towards full strength almost, but is going to still get caught inside the trees. Waveform back. Lumiere still on the disengage. He actually gets himself out of there. For now, Dark Mago's on the chase. Has a lasso. Yeah, should die. And he does indeed die in the process. The Core is going to be the next one for Dark Mago. Easy cleanup crew.
is in danger.
There's an interaction that honestly, like, you might say it's obvious, but some people don't know, especially the ones that don't play Bane, that Bane actually drains mana with his ultimate. And that ends up being super strong against the Morphling, because he didn't have any mana to waveform afterwards. So that was pretty decent, this sort of mana burn against Morphling. It's a good way of countering it.
Natural Warlords used to buy like Diffusal Blades and the like to counter it out. Theolacor misses the hook shot. And well, the chain will be doing the opposite, and Theolacor is still alive right now. They're going to go in onto Sacred on the side. The cards push him back, but Sacred Timberchain doesn't get himself out of there. They don't have vision, but they do have the kill analog with a nice snipe. Gets rid of Sacred. Gardic. Where did Gardic randomly die?
He dies for the Nature's Call, for the Treants from Nature's Call. There was the big one from like Sprout talent, and he couldn't fight.
He actually just got whittled away by the weakest trees in the game.
No, that's the one from the shard.
Yeah, but even the
Not the
shard
league.
one is like not superb. Because,
Yeah,
however,
wild.
is.
Yeah, Tulikor gets the ward. In exchange, Bakat gets the kill. Panda move.
Oh, Lumiere, full agi, walking into that fight with 660 HP, not ideal. Fiend's Grip onto a BKB analog, he's stuck inside the Sprout. Doesn't have a Quelling Blade, but again, it's hard to get yourselves out of there. And they are just getting absolutely decimated. Thunder Awaken, they're getting some payback after that game number 1.
Yeah. Really tough fight when your Morphling die like this. That's the only hope you have. If it's just bursted in full agility mode. And honestly, of course, you're dealing more damage with full agility, but it's not anymore that E-Blade Morphling that you need to be full agility all the time so you can burst targets. He could be playing more responsibly, with more responsibility on hero.
Kind of
He
just
wants
like
to
in
get
game
Dark
number
Mago.
1, where he did play a very good Morphling game.
Yeah. He morphed into Dark Mago, tried to get a solo kill, didn't manage to. And not likely first game, we have a clean roll from Thunder. That's where Thunder gave away first game. Tulikor mid lane already being set up by Pandamu with the Nightmare.
God, that's so filthy. Just the Timber Chain on top of the enemy, and then while they're sprouted, you chop them once
Dark
with the
Mago?
Boiling Death, and they're just dead.
Against Vitaly on the bot lane. Yeah, Vitaly's dead. Okay. Lasso. Oh! Can he get Dark Mago?
No.
Come on, man. It was a bit exciting.
It was
No.
a little bit exciting, but you know, Dark Mago was just toying with his food right there. He knew exactly what he could do. No shard on the
Right.
Dawn means he was just trying to bait out the Starbreaker.
Yeah. He hasn't died a single time on the Batrider. It gives me Whisper Rubik feeling. Like he's
Nothing
morphing
gives
on
me
the
Whisper Rubik feeling. That was a beautiful game.
Warriors of the wood.
Dark Mago is boosting his friends on the qualifiers. But
Well,
actually everyone is playing so good on Thunder side.
it's a very heavy group effort. I mean, Sacred as well on the Timbersaw, just being in the front every single time. Had very nice Fiend scripts coming out from Panda. We did mention that it's actually a very bad Bane game, but he still managed to find up those superb Fiend scripts all over the place. Okay, this is an
Morphling?
interesting TP from Pagaz, going for Gardic. Gets the kill, they disengage. Quickly, Vitally needs to be careful. There is no lasso available. He does have a BKB though.
He does anyway.
He does have a BKB though.
Top, they are setting up for analog. Come on, that's the caster test. If you can get all the kills.
Well, no, because while I'm looking top, Thealacor dies. Yeah. Thank you very much for making me miss that Thealacor kill.
And analog, he can just TP. Oh no, that's his friend's grip. He's dead.
Oh, silences
Okay.
up the Fiend's grip, but he's still dead because lasso is available. Does need to be a bit careful, Dark Mago, because he could still die by the spirits. They're fighting in the meantime towards the other side of the map as well, so we're gonna have to multi-tog.
Thealacor is dying again.
He's dead, and Analog is gonna be the next one down. And we're back in towards the right side of the map.
Thealacor, he just bought back for the caster cameraman task, man.
Got
Looks
that.
like-
Got that T-Tours right there.
Yeah. Is this guy good enough? I'm gonna die again.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
also buy back on the Dawn. Use your ulti just for good measure, so I can see you jump all over the map.
We're just waiting for the formalities.
Pretty much. Thunder Awaken. They're trying to get their way towards Beast Coast best of 5 grand finals, it seems. Of course, there's still Tempest lying in wait in between.
Is under attack.
From the move. Still alive.
Oh, Gardic.
But Kardik.
He wants to drop that golem so bad. Could have possibly killed Panda there if he got the golem off.
Yeah. Would have been a kill.
But yeah, the AC done on the Nate's Prophet. He also has a PKP and double damage bottled up on Picasso. Buildings will be chunking. Lasso takes an analog for a spin. The heal is not going to be enough to wait from full from Lumiere. Does have that much. I'll finally dump Picasso. Is actually dropping very low. Picasso is dead. Looking for a continuation of the fight. The Oil Golem only connects on to Matthew, unfortunately, because Dark Mago is out of there. Lumiere is still trying to chase. He is out. My God, he is elusive. And Lumiere, turning into the Timber Saw, knows that he can chop away. Matthew is trying to cookie himself to low ground. All the trees are cut thanks to Lumiere, so the Timber Chain can't happen, but Lumiere is still going to die to Sacred regardless. TP attempt. Sacred does get the TP to safety. Dark Mago is still lying in wait. His teammates are pretty much disengaged from the area, and he's like, maybe I get a freebie.
Yeah. Actually, okay, there's a buyback on DP, but honestly, from the situation Hokori was, killing the Nature's Prophets, like, whoa, amazing, you know? That's what they can get. Dark Mago, he's alive because Matthew used 4 staff on him. That gave time for him to escape the projectile from the Morphling adaptive strike. And then the cooldown of his dagger went through, and then he daggered out, and then he actually kited the projectile and avoided the damage.
Yeah, and then Lumiere died slightly afterwards.
Yeah, that's how like elusive he can be. And he has like some sweet stacks on Ancient. Probably it was there for 20 minutes, but he was like just killing everyone everywhere. Talk about killing everyone, 2 liquor on enemy jungle. One more kill for Pakas.
17k net with lead, 25 minutes in, 9 kills in total for Hokori. Not looking too advantageous. This time they don't have like a, chrono possibility for a big fight. Lumiere is going for the Scotty, which is a nice tool, but then again, Lincoln's is also pretty useful on their side.
Keep it forced.
They have a way of interrupting it. They do not. The Golem was on cooldown. Marco does have a lasso, and he's going to take the Dawn for a spin. No BKB usage at the moment. Does get it off just in the nick of time. Analog actually is going back in. They are getting the healing. He's got the shard, so the fear is onto the Timbersaw. Sacred's trying to get away. Sacred is dead. Panda gets feared up as well. And that is the shard from Analog coming into play. Because no BKB, so he needs to be careful if he wants to rejoin the fray. And Lumiere with a double kill, looking for Dark Mago next. Actually getting a lot done here. Lumiere chasing in after the Bat Rider. In the trees, not really where you want to be hunted, but should be able to still get the TP away.
Yeah, they had no Golem, no Clockwork Hookshot. They didn't have ways of cancelling the TP, even they found him. Yeah, Pakasi goes for the safe move, which is not going back on the team fight, but I believe if he was there, like, when this team fight started, he had like 6 seconds cooldown on the teleportation, so I feel like he could have joined. Now he silenced Vitali, they have the cookie, but they don't want to engage.
Yeah, you kind of need
like
the Timbersaw to play distraction.
Yeah, he thought for a while, because he channeled TP on Ancient, cancel, channel again, cancel, and then channel again. So he was probably thinking on joining the team fight. But then, like, since he didn't join from the beginning, that was a smart move, right? You don't want to overcommit, and, like, as long as you don't do huge mistakes, Hokori is not coming back. So, going back to the team fight could have been a huge mistake if he did. Gardic has the shard. He's very close to the level 12. It's pretty meaningful, to be honest, as a Warlock. And they will find Dark Mago or Panda move.
Pretty nice, but the Warlock Golem gets dropped, and they're throwing everything. Hookshot as well. They kill off a Bane with a Golem plus Hookshot combo. That is not enough. Lasso comes in. Lumiere's gonna get caught in the edge. He's gonna get blown up. No buyback available either. Exorcism from Analog. That AoE, the Spirit Siphon Fear is pretty neat. Double buyback coming out from the Thunder Awaken side of things. Analog still continuing the fray. Dark Mago does get rid of the Spirit Siphon debuff though, and Analog just get the TP. Oof, Picasso comes in with a lot of right click damage, but yeah. There's no Lumiere for 40 seconds. They can walk up the high ground. Actually, Vitally will be attempting to TP out, but it's the leash from the Nature's Prophet, and he won't be able to run away at all. Dark Mago continues beyond godlike. He is 12-0 and 18 on the Bat Rider.
Yeah. And the team fight started with the point I made on the draft. They would lack vision for initiation. They needed to choose the Warlock to initiate it because they had no vision, and then they just got a Bane. They could have gotten a Bat Rider if they had just a little bit more vision of what was going on. But still, yeah, game already seemed lost. Doesn't seem like they have a chance at coming back. Backdoor protection's up. Thunder might go Roche, I'd say. They get Sacred.
Sacred Timbersaw has died a couple of times so far. Right now is not going to be another one of those. Dark Mago does go for the last, so he's got that full Octarine to finish up anyway. Analog is dead. Lumiere is going to get Fiend's Grip, he's going to get control, then he is just done. For that should be the GG call coming in momentarily. I guess Hokori is trying to hold on for as long as they possibly can. But with a full team wipe. Yes, no. Okay, they're just going to wait. Warlock buyback. 45 seconds into a chaotic offering. The Dream, back to protection coming in, keeping it alive a little bit longer.
There's DD.
And
But I like that they want to try till the very end. It's commendable. They're like
that is true. They are gonna go in one last hurrah, sleep in from Vitally, but they still. In the meantime, the Trees have just been focusing down the Ancient, so it is Thunder Awaken taking the series. They lose game number 1. And that is, well, game number 1 was a very good game from Hokori, but 2 and 3 were just so incredibly one-sided in favor.